welcome to Sunday Jam with Arlo. This is episode number 32. I am so glad that you stopped by today. Hey, I got the big news today. I'm going to share with you. If you follow me on social media, I've been talking about this all week. Really excited. Some things happened this week that are just mind-blowing to me. I'm going to share that in a minute. Before I do, I just want to let people that are new to the jam here know what goes on here. I'm doing home recordings here in my little home studio. Making some demos, hoping to get in a real studio here soon and record some songs and play some live shows. So that's what happens here in the jam. If you're into that kind of stuff, guitars, guitar pedals, just talking about music, just hit the little subscribe and the little bell down below, and that'll get you more of these videos. You'll see them as they come up, and you're definitely going to want to start watching this channel with what I'm going to tell you here in a little bit. So I got a little story, and then you're going to hear some cool news. So let's get right into it. So I did some videos a while back about the Sunset Sound Studio plugin from IK Multimedia. It's an emulation of some rooms, well, all three rooms at Sunset Sound Studio. Their echo chambers, plates, and it's really awesome software. I use it all the time, and it's probably my go-to plugin I use on pretty much every song. So I did a video on it, and one morning I got up and I saw that Sunset Sound had shared it on their Instagram story. I was like, oh, look at my phone, like, oh, that's pretty awesome, like, cool, man. So I ended up sending them a DM being like, hey, thanks for doing that, it was really cool. And so Drew, my friend Drew Dempsey, he got back to me. He's the marketing person, wearer of many hats at Sunset Sound, very busy man. And so Drew was saying, hey, no problem, and thanks for doing the video. And if there's anything I can ever do for you, just let me know. And it was very cool. And so we kind of dropped that, and I went through my day. And then slowly over time, me and Drew have been talking more and more. He's been making these amazing videos about the history of Sunset Sound. They've recorded everybody from Van Halen to the Beach Boys, the Doors, Janis Joplin, Little Feat, Prince, on and on and on. So very legendary studio, and he was doing some videos at the time on Van Halen, when Eddie passed there, and so they were talking about just how Van Halen worked in the studio and some stories with Ted Templeman and just amazing stuff. And they brought in Dweezil Zappa, who was very close to Eddie. And Dweezil was telling stories about Eddie, and it was pretty cool. So Drew and I were kind of talking around those videos a little, and then some of the Beach Boys stuff and the Prince things he was doing. And I was saying, it'd be cool sometime if I could come out and check out the studio. And he's like, yeah, you should definitely come out and check it out. And so we kind of left it at that. And then Dweezil made another video with Drew, and it was about reward music. So it was this new platform for musicians to interact with their fans more directly, and it benefits the fans and the musicians way more than like a big corporate entity behind them. So it's a pretty cool platform. I've done some other videos on it you can check out about reward music. So I saw the video, thought it was unbelievable, so I signed up. This is my reward site behind me, and I've done some, if you've watched the jam, you've seen me talk about my reward site. I put all my music on there, and so that's been a lot of fun doing that. And then a little while later they made another video, and this time they were talking about at Sunset Sound, they're doing this multimedia experience now, partnered with Reward Music, and Dweezil's talking about how you can come in and put on a show in the studio, live stream it, record it, whatever you want to do. And they have some really awesome like tiered package, so it's not like you just need to spend $20,000 and go to the studio. They've got some like entry level packages that are like, it starts at $2,500. So like there's some real affordable stuff, and then there's some real big tier stuff that goes on there. So Arlo's wheels started spinning, and I said to my wife Kate, I was like, Kate, check this out, this is pretty cool. And I'd kind of like to do this. It'd be kind of cool. And she checked it out. She's like, yeah, you should do that. Yeah, this is good timing for you. You should check it out. So I got a hold of Drew and I was like, Drew, I saw those videos on the multimedia experience. You did the videos, and I said, I think I want to do that. And Drew said, yeah, you definitely need to do that. You need to get out here right now. And so I said, okay. And he said, shoot me an email, like what you want to do, like what your ideas are, and then I'll get back to you, you know. So I was like, okay. So I shoot an email because I'm thinking, maybe this will happen. And so I shoot Drew the email, and then later, I think it was that night, then I was putting my boy James to bed, and I get a DM from Drew, and he's like, here's my phone number, I want you to call me. I'm like, oh boy. So I called Drew up, and it was great talking to him on the phone. We had awesome. It was great hearing like all the other stuff the next stuff he's working on is, I can't tell you what it is, but it's mind blowing what he's doing. As a musician and person loves music, he's killing it. So we were talking, and I said, yeah, I think I want to do this. And he's like, great, you know, I think we should do it. You come out, we'll make an awesome video, and I'll produce it, and it's gonna be killer. And so I'm going. I got it set up. I actually talked to Phil at the studio manager yesterday, and in August 18th, I'm booked into Studio One. And you know, next thing I get to get some music around and get the song I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna be talking to Drew a bunch on the phone, you know, getting ready for it. But I'm going to Sunset Sound and gonna record a song. So I guess the next thing I want to do is get you in here. I'm going to show you a couple things on the Sunset Sound page, the Reward Music website, and my website of things that are coming up, and ways that you can kind of join me in this journey and help me out a little bit in this experience. So let's check that out. All right, so I want to show you some stuff on the Sunset Sound page where I'm going to be recording at, and then I want to talk about Reward Music a little bit. I forgot to tell you in the beginning. In my story there, I did have a kind of a Zoom call with Steven, the CEO of Reward Music, yesterday, and we had a phenomenal conversation. He started Reward Music with Dweezil. They've been friends for over 25 years, very close, and we had a really great conversation. I'm really looking forward to working with them. They're going to be helping me promote the show coming up, and it's going to be very good, and I'm excited to be working with everybody at Reward Music, Steven and Andrea. Yeah, so let's check out here. If we get on Sunset Sound's page, you go to sunsetsound.com. I'll show you the studio that I have booked right now. It's Studio One. Wow, it's pretty amazing stuff. Very cool. You can go on here. There's 3 different rooms that they have. Yeah, that's cool stuff. So check that out. You can check out all the different rooms. You can see the different bands that have recorded there. There's Satch, Van Halen, Toto, Sheryl Crow, Slipknot, David Crosby. Yeah. So lots of, it goes on and on, but you can check out all the different rooms there. It's very cool. And I'll show you real quick. So if you go to multimedia experience, this is Dweezil, and there's a video you can watch where he talks about the multimedia experience they're doing. And here are the packages. You know, like I said, it starts at $2,500 for a full studio day, with an engineer and a camera. So you got 2 people in there working with you, and you can make a really cool video. I was telling Steven, I think, you know, at $2,500, $3,000, $4,000, it's like a really cool thing. Like if you want to just go out and record, it's not crazy, you know. Now they do have this, the production, which is the full-on 6 people, 4 cameras, head engineer, all that. That's the one I'm going to be shooting for. I'm going to need a little bit of help from you guys. You guys know I've been working on buying a house this month. We're closing at the end of the month, so that's all. We're getting close to being done with that, which is going to be great because I'm going to have a studio above the garage that's going to be about 5 times bigger than what I'm doing right here. So yeah, I'm shooting to try to do this package, but I could use a little bit of help, and I'm going to show you guys, if you join me in this journey, the next couple months leading into August, I it's going to be cool to have you with me, my buddies here. But I'm going to show you a couple things you can do to help me out, and that's what I'm going to be working with Reward Music. So if we go to the Reward Music site, this is it here, and I'll show you some of the features they have in there. You can upload, your music, as I said, and you can do audio streaming. So we'll be videoing this and then putting it up for you to watch. And then I'll probably have a couple different ways that you can pay to watch it. Like we're going to do some advanced tickets and things. So there might be just you pay to just, $10 to watch the show. Or it could be, Stephen was saying we do a member thing where you sign up in my thing. I'll show you how to do that. Become a member. And you'll get a t-shirt with the show on it. And you'll get to see some I'm going to be doing some videos on the backstory, like behind the scenes stuff. And you get to watch the show, get to download the song like in an audio form, and some other cool stuff we're going to try to work on. Steve's like, we're going to cover this all. We're going to kill this. It's going to be good. So I got a good team with us between Drew and Steve. And I was saying to Drew yesterday, I was like, I don't know who's more excited about this, Drew, Steven, or me. We're all like kind of really raring to go. So and I want to show you, so if you guys want to come see my page, I'll have a link below, and it's just arlotar.rewardmusic.com, or you can go to Reward Music, click on Artists here. You go on there, you can click on there's Dweezil's thing there. So if you click on my little page there, then it'll bring it up. And you can go in here and you can see, click on the About, you can see some of the stuff about me, like how I got started in music, and some of the gigging I did. That's me playing on stage with Vanilla Fudge, Chris Ratty in the back there on the drums. And this is Jack's Farm when we opened for Dickie Betts, of the Allman Brothers. I was telling Steven, I forget what he said, something, and I was like, Steven, he said, when you were 14, would you ever dream you were going to do something like this? Is this like something you dream? And I was like, I don't even think I would dream going in the studio. I think my dream was I'd get to jam with the Allman Brothers, because I was a huge Allman Brothers fan when I was a kid. And I said, Steve, I got to open for Dickie Betts. I was like, so I thought I was done. Like after I opened for Dickie, I was like, I don't know how much better I'm going to get to do than that. And then I said, then you guys started doing all these videos. Drew's doing these videos, and Dweezil's doing these videos, and you make this Reward Music and set up this experience and everything, and you pull me right back into it. He laughed. He thought that was funny. But yeah, so and then there's the reunion gig I did with Jack's Farm. That was last year. We played the State Theater in State College, PA, sold out crowd. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, that's my About section. I have a gear section. You can see like what guitars, amps I use, pedals, studio software. I've met so many people, doing these videos here that people recording at home. I got my buddy Bill up in Canada, and Chris Cynthia. He just helped me pick out a new MIDI controller, which I got it in this box here. We're gonna open that up probably this week, so I can start doing some synth stuff. So I'm gonna be working on that, and just different guys. My buddy Hex, who I met through Dave Kersner's Instagram sessions on IK Instagram. Victor Vaughn, my fly fishing buddy out west, and I met a new guy the other morning. A guy got a hold of me through Facebook. He'd seen some of my videos. John Pinero, and John runs a studio in Nashville, and I was checking it out, and he worked for SNL for a little while, doing some stuff for them. Me and him were kind of shooting back and forth, talking about Amplitube and how he's like so many artists now come in using Amplitube instead of cranking amps. He'll have a Fender Deluxe sent up the room like for them to hear, and then they'll bring up Amplitube, and so it's really cool. I'm getting to meet all these different people in terms of like guitar players and what software, and we share ideas. So I'm real excited to have everybody that's been getting a hold of me. I'd love to have more of you, get on the jam here with us and hang out. So, and then I got some music on here. So if you click on music, you go to demos. So I'm just gonna keep putting all the demos that I work on in here, and then you can listen to, like, there's 30-second clips you can listen to, and then you can buy them here. Now every time you download one of these for 99 cents, then I'm going to take whatever money that is that's going into account, and it's going to keep raising me up so I can get into that next tier of, this world here. We can take care of that. By the time I get to August, it's this $8,000 one. I'll need a little help with that, with the house buy. But we'll get there. I get things done. I make things happen. So, but if you click on this and buy that, it's going to go into that little account, and I'm going to make something on here so you can kind of see our progress, like how close we're getting to the 8 grand. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. And you can listen to the songs. I got my Mississippi King song I did a while back. That was my tribute to Leslie West. Passed away in December. It was a bummer. I'm a big Mountain fan, me and my brother both. And then I did this song here. I call it Satch Song. This was the first song I recorded when I set up my little studio, and I just was getting to figure out like how to use Cubase and plugins and mix and all that stuff. So I did it. The first version was okay, and then I went back and I remixed it. I got a lot of new plugins that I'm using now, and just try to make it sound better. And I used the new presets that Joe just put out. So I switched my old Amplitube 4 to the Amplitube 5. It just came out in December, and I used Joe's new presets. He's got some new presets. So if you don't guys know, you're like, what's Arlo talking about? They make presets in this guitar sim stuff, and it's basically makes you sound like Satriani's tone. You can't sound like Joe, but you can I can play rhythm like Joe. I was saying to somebody the other day, I was like, I can't play leads like Joe Satriani, but I can do Joe Satriani rhythm. So if you listen to the song, you'll kind of hear. I'll click on it here. Yeah, so I could do the rhythm, and I put like a little Tom Scholes part in the middle, because Joe used to use the Rockmans, and so that's kind of goes from like a Satriani rhythm into this like Tom Scholes thing in the middle. It was kind of fun, but I did this one, and this isn't really the type of song I'm gonna get into the studio. I'm doing some different stuff now. The music I'm making it's a little heavier. I used to do a lot of Allman Brothers and Grateful Dead, but this is more like I like Alice in Chains and like Tool, High on Fire. Like I'm listening to some heavier music these days, so it's a little more of it's like Jerry Cantrell type stuff. Yeah, you'll hear it soon. I'm working on a song right now. I got to do vocals this week. I'm tracking vocals, and then I just got to do guitar solos, and that song will be up here, and you can listen to. That'll be the one to listen to. That'll be kind of more like what I'm gonna do in the show. So let's see. So you can get my music on there, and then eventually we'll be putting events on, and then we'll have a store up. Like I was saying, we're gonna probably be doing some T-shirts and stuff like that, just to kind of keep. Trying to get that next level of the experience. It'll be cool. So I want to show you too the other thing. So here's Dweezil's page. If you go on there, and I'll show you quick on mine. So if you want to come in and kind of keep following me here, I'll be sending emails out like once a week or once every 2 weeks or something, kind of just updating you on the status of everything. I'm gonna have a blog in here too where you can see. But if you click here and sign up, I want you to get in there and do that. It just asks you for email, and you can put a photo. Like you can set up like a whole kind of Facebook type thing in here. Like you can do that too, which is cool. But that'll kind of get it so I can communicate with you with what's going on. So check out, so Dweezil's, he does some cool stuff. So he has his Running with the Dweezil podcast that he's done with Premier Guitar. And you can go on there and click on his stuff and see he sells his podcasts on it, which is really cool. And then you can also subscribe to his channel. And for $30 a year, you get like, I think it's like 10 songs for free. Yeah, so each one of his new records, you get one free download, and then you get a dozen songs. So you're getting like maybe 2 albums for $30, and then a bunch, you get discounts on guitar lessons and memorabilia, pre-sale tickets. So for $30, you get a ton of stuff. If you're a Dweezil Zappa fan, that's a pretty killer deal. Because Dweezil's got a lot of music. If you go to his music page, you know, he's got live albums on here, which is tons of songs on apostrophe live. Here's his first album. I think this is his first album he ever did, Having a Bad Day. His dad, Frank, produced it. Yeah, Dweezil's solo album. I was 15 years old, and the album was produced by my dad, Frank Zappa, released in 1986. There's 2 songs. That's pretty cool. This is the Dweezil that I remember from the 80s. He was on MTV. You got, if some of you young guitar players don't know MTV, how that used to be, but yeah, he used to be on there. And I was telling Steven too, what I really like about reward music is the fact that Dweezil was involved with it and is a face of it. Because I feel like I don't know Dweezil, but I've seen him like since the 80s, and since then he's always come across me like as a very nice person, like a genuinely good person. And I watched a lot of videos like how he's teaching about his rig and how he's doing certain songs and playing different things. You know, he's a good teacher. And I said, Steven, that lends a lot of credibility to what you're trying to do with reward music in terms of the values of reward music. It's just not like a big, like I was saying before, this big corporate thing behind there. It's actually people that care about music. And I really got that from Steven as we talked maybe an hour. And Steven, he's got an amazing career, and worked for Peavey for a long time when Peavey was cranking, and just very genuine. And I think it's really good. It's nice seeing behind it that you're like, oh, I can trust what they're doing. And I'm excited. I'm excited to get rolling on this. So I want you guys to come along with me on this. I'm going to be doing more videos on what's going on and how you can help me keep rolling and make the best video we can make, and just make it look amazing, and get rolling on the music again. So I want you to hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell down below for the YouTube channel. Get into my page here, click on the sign up button in here, and like I said, it's just going to ask for an email, and you'll make a password with your name, and you can get all signed up for that. And it's going to be a fun couple months. I'm telling you, you're not going to want to miss this. And yeah, all right, Sunset Sound, August 18th. I hope to see you there. Hope you get to play some guitar today. You take care now. Bye-bye.
People
stranger than what's here now. I can feel it pulling me through the stars. Step onto new ground with a new world all around and a new chance to fulfill our destinies. Mountains